Okay, hi there. This is Jim Eck here. I just want to show you my project here. First time ever project. Okay, I'll turn it around here. This is my Farmall 504 International Harvester IHC high crop or whatever. I just got done doing a engine, piston, head, valves, rings, new clutch, new crankshaft, bearings, all that. Did the whole thing. First time ever. And as I took it apart, I also painted it. As you can see that, it's all fresh. And I don't have my loader on yet. That's over in the yard out here. And that's going to probably be tomorrow. It'll be 20 degrees. It was 13 below this morning when I came out here. We're in Minnesota, middle of northern Minnesota. Let's see, what else I got? Yeah, I take it all apart, pull this front end, the front of the engine forward I had that over here, so split it, and I guess that's what you call that. Took everything off, pulled the engine, pulled the clutch off, renewed everything in the clutch is new. Yeah, rebuilt the engine. The whole thing, the whole project cost me it's probably right around $3,000. Yeah, runs real good, sounds good. Had my buddy over here just today timing it for me, and I just wanted to, you got to put that money into it, then you want it to run nice. And I think maybe I already said this, but I painted it as I went. I started like in September, mid-September, something like that. So there's still green grass and everything in the pictures, but it was quite a project. Rebuilt the seat. Did that. I tried to con my kids into buying me a new tractor seat, but that didn't work. So I just redid it myself, and it was like I don't know what that material is. Probably cost me $30, but max, I would guess, in paint. But yeah, and yeah, I still got a little work to do. Nothing big though. There's just some things I want to get rid of this deal here. They work, but I want to put it on the dash again. And yeah, so anyway, yesterday I changed the hydraulic fluid before I put the loader on it. Loader, if you're familiar with them, loader rests right in here. And so there's three different drain spots for the places to drain the fluids out of the old hydraulic fluid. And there's another one that I don't think a lot of people think about very much is there's one back in here too. I don't think you can see it, but the plug is right there. There's still some fluid. It's got water in it, big time water. What we got here? Got the sun coming in the south window here, or the west window. Put a box on it. My dad's old toolbox. Paint that up. Put that back there. Good place for that. Put the chains on it. It's winter here. 13 below this morning, and I think I got about 60, 65 in here right now. Got a wood stove there. Coming and going. Okay. And that's a heaven sent, or God sent. It's shop's a wreck. Here's my old. You got to change that fluid at least once a year. It's expensive too, doggone it. But anyway, there's the fluid. You know what oil looks like, or hydraulic oil? That's what your fluid looks like when it gets water in it. And you can't get it, no matter what you do, you can't get all the water out. The water is trapped there's coolant lines in here, radiator. These are the lines right here. they get, it's going to get trapped in it. When you go to drain it, it's not going to come out of here. I guess you could blow it. I read some stuff on it today on YouTube, and I suppose you could blow it all, take them off, but you're not going to get it all. It's in the lines. It's in here. The pump is in there somewhere, down there, wherever it is. I've read so much on this stuff, I don't even know where anything is anymore. But so anyway, I replaced it. Took it out yesterday, let it sit, pulled it out, let it drip. That's what I did. And then I pulled it out this morning. And this pan here, this is my, it's dirty because it's my usual drain, cleaning parts can. Well, right there, it's still there, part of it, it's ice. And when this thing had about 4 inches of fluid in it, the white stuff, and that little piece of ice there, when I poured the fluid out of it into those buckets over there, it had a little piece of ice sticking up about that far. A little statue of ice right about there. Which tells me that the water, the oil water separates, so water was on the bottom and it froze for about 1.5 inches high, right in the middle. And that was sitting over by under the tractor, because I left it open. I got rags everywhere. Left it open and it just froze on the floor. And right now, like I said, it's kind of warm in here right now. I'm kind of warm. But this tractor, went through the carburetor. Everything I learned all my life, it helped me out during this time. Doing this, it's kind of fun. I had a helper, a guy came over, and mechanic, knows his stuff, came over. Like I say, he was here today, helped me. He timed it for me. So I was doing it by eye and ear, like the old school. But he knows what he's doing, so he did it for me. Anyway, that's it. Got to get rid of that old fluid over there. And I'm kind of excited. I can't wait tomorrow it's supposed to be 20 above, so it'll be like summer, Then I can go over and get my loader and put that back on it. Got some snow to move around here, so we got about 1 foot or 1.5 feet or 2 feet of snow here. And did I show you the crank? There's the crankshaft. So, got some welding to do on my bucket. Got that's it, man. I'm kind of excited. I can hardly control myself here. Yeah, it looks really nice, don't you think? I think it does. Wish I could afford to fix, replace the emblem and the emblems that the 505, 504 emblem that go on here, and the international IHC, international decals that were on here and everywhere. But I gotta drop that bomb another time on my wife. Yeah, so it's like new. I know it's not 100%, and I'm not a body guy, to sand. And my buddy asked me if I was going to sand this stuff, the hood and all that, when I had it off. And I said, no, sorry about the fuzziness. No, I said, I was told by my son to just make it good enough so it looks nice at 50 feet. So stand back. I'm only about 10 feet or 8 feet away from it, and it looks nice. It's a beauty. So anyway, I know I forgot to share something, but it'll come to me. But this is like take 5 or something like that. Got a tank heater on it. That's this thing here. Put that on a couple years ago. That's for cold, but I don't hardly even use it now that I got the shop here. I can come out and start a fire, or in the winter when it gets below 0, it's a good time. It'd be nice to have some instant heat. But you change that hydraulic fluid. I mean, I'll tell you what, when I went to put that back plug in on the back end of the tractor, there was slush in it, ice. And that milky stuff freezes, you know. You know, it just, it gets like sludge or something, and that wasn't smart. So anyway, that's that. Okay, I'm gonna end this. Anything else I gotta tell you? No. I'm trying to get this on YouTube, and all I can see now, I just want to go around with my paint can again and just touch up here and there. You know, I've worked on things and sorry, I'm going to go down a rabbit trail here. I worked on things and I can, you know, like right here, this was all painted. And, you know, you get into it, greasy rags and wipe it off, and all of a sudden the cheap paint job. But anyway, okay, that's it. Thanks for listening. Yeah. Do it again sometime. See you later, duders, dudettes, and dudes.